So you practice go today, and kind of are you going to have one more before you leave?
No. So today was our last practice before we leave. We'll travel tomorrow, and then we have practice Thursday down there. Yep, and it's been good. It's like an extra spring ball. You know, you're working for the game, but you're also getting a lot of reps for everyone on the team.
Not expecting an answer, but Jaren's status.
Yesterday I thought he had a great chance to play. Today I would say his chances are not quite as good as I had hoped, but there's still a chance.
What about the other guys?
They're all practicing well, and we're sorting that out.
Does that change? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
After Jaren, safe to assume Cade Finnegan's the next man up?
We're still giving all those guys reps and sorting it out. Cade's out, also been battling an injury that happened in practice a while back, and he's healthy though. He's going now, but he was just a little missed some time off, so we're just getting him going again.
What do you look for at those guys? You know, as they're trying to prepare in case that it's their game on Saturday.
Just who can run the team, run the team, you run our offense. You know, there's a lot to it. It's not just, it's getting everybody lined up. It's the cadence. It's the different tempos we use. It's making sure everybody's where they're supposed to be, remembering a shift in a motion and the snap count. And there's a lot of things. And so, all those guys are talented. They're all good enough to win. It's a matter of who can function the most efficiently with our offense and with our team.
Has being without most of the defensive staff had any effect on the offense's preparation for the bowl game?
Yeah, because we've been recruiting really hard. So that's one of the sort of downsides to this new recruiting calendar. Most years, Thanksgiving weekend, you play your last game and then you go right on the road. And this year they had us a dead period there for that first week. And so normally you'd be out getting a lot of recruiting done. And now we're trying to practice and do a lot of recruiting at the same time. And then when you're down a couple of coaches, we've been busy.
So what would you like to see the calendar be with the portal?
I don't know. We're in a whole new world now, so it's everybody. I think everyone is sorting it out, 1 year at a time. And it keeps changing on us, So, but adapt or die, right?
How much of those recruiting efforts are centered around getting quarterbacks in this 2023 cycle?
We're always recruiting quarterbacks. It never ends. I want the 5 best quarterbacks I can get at all times in that room, and that will never change.
How many do you plan to get in the cycle?
At least 2, because right now we're down 2, so we'll try to replace 2. Yep.
When you look at kind of that recruiting calendar right there, do you have to sort of divide up your time during this most recent open period to high school recruiting and portal recruiting, or do you have like a portal specialist on the support staff?
We're all involved we're all involved in both. So yeah, we have coaches recruiting high school players, portal players. We're game planning, and then the new thing is you have to work really hard to retain your own players, because even though it's illegal, people will try to recruit your players right off your roster if you're not careful.
Do you feel like you're out of the woods yet in that regard as before the bowl game, as far as guys entering the transfer portal and not playing in the bowl game?
Guys not playing in the bowl game.
Do you think there'll be any more transfer portal guy entrances before the bowl game, or
I don't think so. I think we know of everyone who's going to play and who's not, and who's leaving the program, who's not, for the most part. But I mean, it's an ongoing thing everywhere. It's not just here, and you're going to see teams that are playing in later bowl games who they're going to get to their game, and then right after their game they're going to have an exodus too. That's just talking to coaches that I see on the road and friends of mine. Everyone's going through it. It's just part of the game now.
You noted that these bowl practices are an opportunity for young players to develop. Can you share maybe a player or two on the offensive side that is really taking steps forward?
Lee Solitai. Yeah, he's getting valuable reps, and he has a very bright future. That guy's going to be an NFL player if he does what he's supposed to do. And these reps have been great. He stands out every day as someone who has a really bright future. Yeah.
Could he play?
That's just one. There's a number of others, but he catches my eye every day because he's so long and athletic, and he's going to be a really good player.
Mason, Wake, and Harris Chance were on the depth chart that you guys released this week. Is there an update on their status?
Harris is out. He had a surgery, a non-football, not an injury, but he had to have the surgery, and he's not going to be able to play. Mason has been battling some sickness, but I don't know his exact status yet for the game. He's just been dealing with some sickness.
Kalani said all the backs outside of Peony should be available this week. Is that right?
I believe that's correct, yes. We don't have Peony. I think everybody else is playing, yes.
How important would that be for your run game? Let's say it is a Finnegan or a Soldier that has to go out there and make their first career start in a game like this. How important will your run game be in your mind to keeping them, I guess, from having to win the game with their arm, I guess?
Yeah, run game's always important, and we're playing a team that can score a lot of points, so we need to get first downs and score points, and so that's our offense is meant to be balanced. We run the football and we throw the ball down the field mostly off of our run game, and so we need to be able to do both.
People used to say
Last couple of
Lavelle
questions.
didn't put a high emphasis on winning bowl games, whereas everyone knows Kyle Whittingham,
Yeah.
which you're from his tree, did. Where does Kalani fall, or this program now fall in that?
I think every bowl game is a great bowl game. I love to play, and you can say there's people that think these games don't mean a lot or whatever until you lose, and then when you lose, then you're held accountable for it, right? So you end up 7-6, and people are mad at you. I mean, I want to win this game, and our players do too, and it sets the tone for your whole off season, the way you finish. We want to finish on would it be a 4-game win streak or something like that? Yeah. So this game means a lot to me. Because it's the next game, and that's the way you have to play it. So I'm excited about it, and I want to play anytime, anywhere. I don't care what the date is or the location.
I know you obviously scouting the SMU defense mostly, but it sounds like you're pretty well aware of like the SMU offense and
Yeah.
kind of a need that like you guys are going to have to sort of keep up with them, I guess, to an extent.
Yeah, I always study the other team's offense. I'll watch TV copies of the games to get a feel for the flow of the game, the rhythm, the tempo that the other team plays with, and we try to incorporate that into our game plan, how we play. That's an every week thing. I've been doing that for years.
Do you sleep in May like John Rothstein likes to say?
What's that?
You sleep in May like John Rothstein likes to say? It
I
sounds
never sleep. Never answer that.
Thanks, Coach.
Good to
Thanks,
see you.
Aaron.
Good to see
Appreciate
you
it.
guys. Yeah.
Get some sleep.